Foufas.
And I'm Christina Foufas.
We researched if Drosophila melanogaster are repelled by the radio waves produced by an Apple iPhone 8 Plus during a cell phone call.
People around the world have been worried for years about the effects of cell phone radiation on the human body, especially the brain. With the recent introduction of 5G, many cities around the world have banned it because of possible negative health effects, one city being Brussels, Belgium. This greatly interested us to explore and investigate the effect of radio waves on living organisms.
In order to conduct our experiment, we decided to use Drosophila melanogaster, commonly known as the household fruit fly. Drosophila melanogaster share around 61% of disease genes with humans, which is why they are commonly used in labs, according to Pete Geiger of the Berg Lab University of Washington.
Our hypothesis was that if the Drosophila melanogaster were exposed to cell phone radiation from an iPhone 8 Plus, they would fly away from the source of the radiation, being the iPhone, and in turn fly to the directly opposite chamber.
In order to conduct our experiment, we needed to gather resources to aid in our trials and take care of our Drosophila melanogaster. We constructed a homemade tea maze with 2 chambers on either end with a 3 centimeter in diameter tube, 8 centimeters long, connecting both chambers. We constructed this with a clear plastic pipe and 2 Utz pretzels containers. We also used vials, Drosophila melanogaster food and yeast, an Apple iPhone 8 Plus, and pipettes to give water to the flies.
We then began our experiment. We put one iPhone 8 Plus in one chamber, and the opposite chamber was left empty. We then made a cell phone call with the Apple iPhone 8 Plus and an iPhone X about approximately 100 feet away. The entire duration of the experiment was 10 minutes.
After the 10 minutes, we closed the openings to both chambers and used FlyNap to anesthetize the Drosophila melanogaster in each chamber so that we could count the amount of Drosophila melanogaster in each chamber. We then repeated this process exactly over the next 3 trials.
Our results were very encouraging. During the first trial of 24 flies, only 1 fly went to the Apple iPhone 8 Plus chamber, while 23 flew to the directly opposite chamber that was empty. Next, during our second trial of 102 flies, 45 flew to the Apple iPhone 8 Plus chamber, while 67 flew to the directly opposite and empty chamber. And during our third and final trial of 28 flies, only 5 flew to the chamber containing the iPhone 8 Plus, while 23 flew to the empty chamber. In total, 41 flies flew to the chamber with the iPhone 8 Plus, while 113 flew to the empty chamber opposite the iPhone 8 Plus chamber.
On average, during each trial, only 19% of the flies went to the chamber with the Apple iPhone 8 Plus during a cell phone call with the Apple iPhone X. 81% of the Drosophila melanogaster flew directly opposite and away from the Apple iPhone chamber and into the empty chamber. By doing a t-test on our data, we can conclude that our data is statistically significant to the 0.01 level.
From our data, we conclude that the Drosophila melanogaster are repelled by the radio wave radiation given off of an Apple iPhone 8 Plus during a cell phone call with an iPhone X. Also, according to our data, the majority of the Drosophila melanogaster did not choose the iPhone 8 Plus chamber. Instead, 81% of the Drosophila melanogaster flew away from the iPhone 8 Plus chamber. During our experiment, we faced many limitations. First, we only had one iPhone 8 Plus, so the other iPhone calling the iPhone 8 Plus had to be an iPhone X. In addition, we would have liked to work with a larger sample of fruit flies to get more significant and unbiased data. In addition, we would have liked to work with different organisms and see if the radio waves have the same effect on them. Also, we would have liked to see if different sources of radiation, such as an iPad or an iWatch, would have the same effect. And we would also like to see if newer phones are increasing or decreasing in radiation from the original iPhone.
Another interesting experiment will be to see if long-term effect of radiation has on their flight pattern, behaviors, and longevity of Drosophila melanogaster. Thank you for watching our video.
Stay safe!